Hi everyone, Emma here. I'm so excited to show you this beautiful design. It was inspired by Allie from Potomac Beads, and it was the design, or her design, was called Heavy Metal Bracelet. She uses a bunch of different two-hole beads, and I didn't have the two-hole beads that she had, so I thought, well, she's basically using a herringbone stitch. So I thought, well, I should be able to put, some beads in herringbone on each side with an accent bead in the middle. So that's what I did. So this is the first kind of sample that I tested, and unfortunately, I ran out of lentils. So these are the lentils on the side. And I would suspect that this design takes 2 strands of lentils, which would be 50 of them, because they come in these 25 strand packages, or stringed. So let's go ahead and see what we can create with this. I went ahead and changed the colors of the lentils so that I would have enough. So I decided to incorporate 2 colors. I have about this much left of my lentils. I had a ton that I got super cheap at Art Beads when they were having a sale like a couple of years ago, and I gave them in the grab bag. So this is what don't ask me why. Maybe these were ones that I didn't find when I was doing the grab bag sale, so thank goodness. But of course, it's hard. Like, I could do one with this one, with the 2 strands, but so we'll see what we can come up with. I definitely think there should be other ways that we can use them so that we don't, like, 1 strand should be enough in a bracelet. So, and the other thing is, I used these candy beads. They're like cabochons, but they're not as tall as a cabochon. So there's a cabochon, so you can see the difference. So again, I didn't have very many of these left over, so I went ahead, and these are called, where are they here? Matte metallic copper, in case you were wondering about the colors. These lentils, I have no idea what the colors are. They don't come labeled, and it was years ago that I got them. So let's get started. I'm going to take one of the cabochons and put it out. And your orientation of your cabochon is very important. So just remember that. And the reason being, it's 2-hole, and it has 2 sides that are different. So there's a flat side and a rounded side. So that's why you have to position them. And I always say, if you can't figure out how to position them, then just go ahead and put them on your mat the way you want them to appear on your bracelet, and then that will determine which way you're weaving through them. So we're going to take these gold color lentils, and we're going to put them to the outside of the bracelet. So you need to pick up one of those, and then one of the pink ones, like that. And then we're going to go through our cabochon. So here's the thing, because we're starting out, we are going to go through the top hole of your cabochon. You could go through the bottom hole, but then there's no space for your clasp, and I'll show you on this design here. So this is, if you, actually that is starting with the top hole. I guess the other option is, and I apologize, I'm working through these designs, so I'm kind of thinking on the fly here. What I would do in this situation here is, you don't know yet what clasp you're going to put on. I would go ahead and leave a lot of thread on the end of your stop bead so that you can take your stop bead off, and if you have to take this piece off, you can, and slide your clasp in between the 2 lentils, I guess the best way would be to actually put your clasp on as you're starting, but if you're like me, I don't always know what clasp I'm putting on until I see the finished product and I'm like, oh, I have the right one. So let's just continue. I do have a size 6 fire line and I'm using a size 10 needle and 2 little stop beads. I went through it twice. I did some other designs and I was so frustrated with um, the stop bead sliding down. So I put 2 now and I go through it twice. So you're going to go through the top hole from the right side of your cabochon. So now you're going to actually, did we put, we need a 50 no seed bead. So that's the beads that I'm using are 50 no's. So go through the top hole. That's the bottom. There's the top, like that. Pick up another 50 no. Then you're going to pick up a pink lentil and a gold lentil. So let's show you. This is what you're starting with. Like that. Okay, so draw that all down to your stop bead. That. I think this is going to look lovely. Let's flip these guys over. So now, because these are herringbone, they're gonna weave into each other. So now you need 3 50 no's. You're going to go from the bottom hole of your lentil that's on the outside, like that. Tilt this a little. From your bottom hole, and you're going to go through the top hole of just that one, because now we're going to start adding the lentils in between each other. Pull that through. And the first couple of rows are very finicky. They don't look like much, but don't worry, it will come together. Just make sure everything's nice and snug. So now we want a gold color because it's the outside color and a pink color. That. Bring those down. Keep this so you can see what's happening here. Those will flip up in a second. Get that one down there. Okay, so now we need to add a cabochon. So you're going to take a 50 no. So you always put a 50 no on either side of the cabochon. So there's my top hole. I want my lower hole in on the left side, like that, because we're coming from the left. So I'll just hold it like that. And I did a boo-boo. So let me correct it. Oh my goodness. This stuff is like flippy floppy. So instead of going through the cabochon right now, we need to go through this top hole of the bottom pink bead. So I apologize for that. So let's just take the seed bead off and the cabochon that we just added. Pop that off. Go through this one here. Let's bring that down. There, now you can see how it's lining up. Pick up your, flip that one over. Pick up your 50 no. And go through your bottom hole on the left side, like that. Let's see if we can do this without everything jumping all over the place. There. Now you can see it's starting to come together. So now we need a 15-0, and we're going to go through. So this bead here needs to flip up. So we're going to go through that pink bead. You know, hang in there. This part here is very flippy floppy. It's you might get annoyed, but and it looks like this. Oh, I was going to say it looks like that hole was not complete. So let me get these positioned so you can see. Like that. Now pick up a pink lentil and a gold lentil. You're going to go through the outside gold lentil of the open hole. And at this point, this is probably the most confusing part of it, and it's only because everything wants to move around and you have 2 holes on everything. So that's what you need to start with. And then the rest is super simple. So now we want to go from here to here. So we add 3. And this is optional what you add. You can add a different size bead. You could add like a flower bead or a 3mm bugle. Like, it's kind of up to you what you want to add for your outside accent. I like the way the 3, you see on this one, the 3 sit just nicely. So now just go through that outside lentil. Pull everything through. And you can, at this point, you can tighten everything. Just kind of move that a bit and then tighten in there. So let's go gold, pink, go through. Them in there, nice. Then pick up a 15-0, go through the cabochon. And this is the part I like, because at this point it's still kind of sticking out. This is where it comes in nice. So then pick up 15-0, go through the pink lentil. That. Now we're going to add our pink lentil, our gold lentil. That. Go through your gold lentil. And we're going to add our accent bead right here. So that's the 15-0 gold. That. Go through the top hole of the gold like that. Pick up a gold and a pink lentil. Oops. They're very slippery. Go through the pink. Now we need to add another cabochon. So we're going to pick up a 15 and get the right orientation of your cabochon. So there's the top and the bottom. We're going to go through this hole here. So we're going from the left. And another 15-0. Then go through this pink lentil. And there you go. That. So pink, gold, go through the gold. That. And I'm always pulling it tight, but it depends on how you like your tension. So now we need 3 15-0s. Oops, that's 4. That's 3. Go up through this hole. That. Then pick up a gold and a pink lentil. Go through the pink lentil. And snug. So now we're going to go through the top hole of the cabochon. So just flip it over. Pick up 1 15-0. Go through the cabochon. That, and it pulls everything together. The bottom one must have been loose because it's kind of, let me see if I can tighten it. There, now it's sitting a little closer to the other one. Pick up a 15-0 and go through the pink lentil. So I think essentially you could use any bead here that's a 2-hole bead. So I'm going to try and dig up my, that's somewhat flat. I'm not sure if it was like something like a diamond duo, if it would work. So I think it would have to be flat like that. So pick up 3 15-0s and go through the top hole of the lentil we just added, like that. And keep going. Gold, pink, that. And then we're going to add another cabochon. So we're going to pick up a 15 and we're going to take cabochon, and we're coming from the left bottom hole. We need another 15 and then go through the pink, like that. Then lentils again, like that. So this is turning out nice, these colors. Okay. Just flip them in place like that. Need 3 of these 15s. Go through. We'll do a few more and we'll call it quits. I think just because I don't have anything finished yet, I can't really show you how to put the clasp, but I'll definitely do a video on adding a clasp to this, and I might do a few of these and give you options. Oh, look, this is in the wrong spot. So that shows you, if you look at this, this is what it would look like if you alternated. Now, of course, I've alternated. Instead of putting 2 gold and 2 pink, I've alternated the position of them. So let's go back here. I always wonder when something like that happens if you all have noticed, because I get comments all the time, people saying, Emma, you grabbed the wrong bead. Okay, so we need the pink first and then the gold. Like that. Grab these 15-0s. And we need a gold and a pink. And go through the pink. Get that nice and tight. Pick up a 15. Go through the cabochon. So again, seems like there's a lot of space. I think that last one got a bit loose when I messed up. So let me see. There. I think this bottom one here looks close up because we don't have it attached to anything. But I left that like that because I feel like we're going to take this out and we're going to add a clasp somewhere in here. So another 15 and through pink and gold. And 3 50 nose, like that. Gold and pink. That. Yeah, this bottom one's loose. I can feel it. Then we're going to do cabochon. We're going to come in from the bottom left. So the bottom hole is right here. We're going to come in from the left. And definitely when you start using these two-sided beads, you get quick at knowing which side to go into. You know, if you don't think about it too much, you do what I do, is you make mistakes. Oh my God, what happened? And there we go. So we'll leave it at that. So you get the idea how to do this. Look at it, looks amazing. Like, so I'll work on this, get it finished, and I'll come back and show you how to put a clasp on it. But definitely let me know what you're doing. Feel free to email me. I think in the about section of my channel, you can click on that and it'll ask how to contact or something like that. And you can click that. If not, I will just ask me. I'll give you my email address. But definitely, I'm always curious to see what other people are doing. And I'm not on Facebook, so you know, you have to do it through my email. And feel free to email me photos, even with like a one sentence saying, "Look what I did." I love it. It's very inspiring. I appreciate the back and forth that we do. So yeah, I mean, my channel is so different than a lot of the really polished tutorials. I'm more like you're hanging out with your neighbor doing stuff. So feel free to contact me. And yeah, I'll come up with some more crazy ideas. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.